I'm the gym. My body is my tool and my mind my greatest strength. I think I've done about 1,600 to 2,000. 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. Let's go. 40.
Hello guys, welcome back. It's another episode. It's good to have you guys. Today we'll be having another guest, a special guest on this show. And I call him the big man. The big man because he's a very big man. I know you have seen so many strong people. You have seen John Cena, you have seen The Rock, but I bet you haven't seen this. So give it up to Tello, Mr. Adebari Abdul Mutakabir. Hello, it's good to have you today.
I'm highly honored for being on this show today, and thanks for having me here.
I have a few questions that I would like to ask, but before we go deep into that, I would like to know what do you actually do?
I'm a fitness enthusiast and I specialize basically in calisthenics. Recently just graduated from the Federal University of Agriculture. That's it for now.
Wow. So you said calisthenics. I'm not sure all of us know what calisthenics is.
Yeah, calisthenics is a form of bodybuilding program. It is basically the building of strength through bodyweight training.
Okay, so that means you don't need like any equipment or things like that.
It's fine if you don't have any equipment, but you need little to no equipment because
okay.
there are actually some little equipment you could use in achieving your goals in this field, calisthenics.
Can you give us some examples of probably calisthenics exercises or trainings that you do?
Calisthenics exercises are basically what many of us do, but it has range and it has levels to it. So now we must have known about exercises such as push-ups, the sit-ups, the pull-ups. These are calisthenics exercises that basically many of us know and normally do. But when we come into the advanced level of like increasing the intensity of the exercises, we now head to exercises such as the handstand push-ups, the muscle ups, the front lever, the planche, and so on.
Wow, that's interesting. So, like, how many years have you been doing calisthenics or bodybuilding in general?
I've been doing calisthenics for several years now. Not sure particularly the year, but what brought about the interest in calisthenics is through the movies we watched when we were young. And I think I've been practicing it right from that time. For example, when I was very young, we do watch popular actors and movies where we watch Van Damme, Jackie Chan, Jet Li.
Yeah.
And for example, I start to gain my interest in those activities they perform in the movies. For example, in a movie known as The Drunken Masters, we all know. We are all familiar with the movie actually.
Yes.
Jackie Chan performed an exercise in that movie where he was doing push-ups and his master put some kind of penetrating injurious stuff in his belly side, and he asked him to be doing push-ups with his hand on. So I gained interest in those exercises, and after watching the movie we tend to practice it. And before you know, it's just something the interest developed right from young age. So if I'm to estimate, I started fitness about 12 years ago.
12 years.
Or 13 years ago, yeah.
Wow, that's...
And I started calisthenics when I know what I was practically doing was calisthenics. I get to realize it in the year 2019, and that's about 6 years ago.
Wow, that's... So, say for the last 6 years, you've been doing calisthenics back to back.
Exactly.
So, just a side question. How many push-ups maximum have you done in a day?
Like you mean at once?
No, like in a day, throughout
a day. I think I've done about 1,600 to 2,000
wow.
push-ups.
2,000 push-ups.
That was way back.
Wow, that's massive. I'm still at 500.
Wow. And you're moving.
Okay, so let's go into the questions. I think you have basically answered the first question I have here, that what is calisthenics and how does it differ with bodybuilding? You've answered that.
I would like to talk more on that.
Yes,
I think the question won't be what is calisthenics and bodybuilding. but the question will rather be, what is calisthenics and how does it differ from weightlifting?
Okay,
Because
okay.
calisthenics is also a bodybuilding
Bodybuilding.
program.
Okay.
The difference between calisthenics and weightlifting would be that calisthenics uses the body weight, your body weight as a resistance to build muscles, build strength, burn fat, and learn different skills. While weightlifting is you lifting weights to
With
build muscles
external
and
weights.
exercises.
Okay.
So that's basically the differences between weightlifting.
So one particular question that we all ask, and basically because I am also a fan of bodybuilding, I build my body, at least I believe to some extent your body is your temple,
Yeah,
and
it's
then you
quite
have to it's an amana, it's a trust that God gave you this body, so you have to manage it well. So that brings us to the question that, is calisthenics or bodybuilding for everybody, or is it just for the athletes or people that are interested in that part, or probably interested in gym influencing or things like that? So is it for everybody, or is just for a set of people?
um, calisthenics or fitness in general is it's a thing for everybody to practice,
Okay.
not just for athlete or fitness freaks, because even medically it is always suggested that what exercises can do, no drug in the world can do it.
Definitely.
For example, you build your heart through exercises you do, you build your muscles, and muscles, they say, after 30 years
Yeah.
you start to lose percentage of muscle every year after you attain the age of 30
30.
years. I think it's called sarcopenia, I've forgotten. So the only way you can help yourself in having longevity is through doing exercises,
Exercise.
bodybuilding exercises, by building muscles and eating right.
Hmm. So basically, everyone needs to exercise.
Exactly, everyone needs to exercise.
But should it be calisthenics?
It's not necessary for it to be calisthenics. You just need to find a fitness program like that you feel comfortable doing, that you have interest in. It could be calisthenics, it could be weightlifting, it could be gymnastics. Just know that you are building your
It could be
body through
football
that
too.
thing. Exactly.
So
But you know, if you are doing football, you have to do exercises, you have to do push-ups, you still have to do exercises to
because
perform that particular sport.
now let's take us a question regarding what's currently happening, which is the gym culture. That we see the return of the gym culture within the last 10 years. Before that, people just go to work and make money, live a comfortable life. But now it's now being said, it's now been put in our face that yes, you have to get up, you have to go to the gym and things like that. So I want to ask the question that we have people like David Goggins,
Yeah, sure.
and we have people that they train heavily. People like you that train heavily. The question now is that, do everyone need to go through that kind of training, or what do you see regarding the current gym culture that it's been portrayed?
Well, I think people are getting to the realization that they need to exercise to build their body to have a healthy life. And due to certain diseases and medical conditions that we are not supposed to be having due to the
Yes.
negligence of not doing exercises. So I would say not everybody needs to train like David Goggins. You just need to train to the limit your own body can actually maintain. For example, people do certain things due to the passion they have for it. Some people have passion basically for exercises, while some people have passion for basically other things.
Other things.
For example, I personally, I have passion for exercises, and you won't compare the level I will go to the level that someone that doesn't take exercises as a passion would go. Like now, there is a famous saying that is going on the internet, where it says it is a shame for a man to grow old without seeing the beauty and strength his body is capable of. So people like us, we used to hold that in high regards, that want to see the level, want
The
to see the
maximum
limit,
I can do.
exactly, that our body can go. For example, back in the day when I joined the Instagram community, because when you go on the internet, you
See
see
different things from
things.
different angles.
Exactly. It will just be as if you are you are
Your
in
eyes
that
were closed before.
exactly. So I get to see different exercises, calisthenics, and I was like, wow, what actually was my interest was building muscle right from the start, because when we watch movies of people like Arnold Schwarzenegger, or
Schwarzenegger.
the body is
Is there.
exactly, it's very intriguing and interesting, and you would want something like that. So, and we always feel like that time, not until you get weight you can't build muscles like that. So when I just got on Instagram, though I've been practicing doing all my thing, but I don't even know I was doing calisthenics, I get to realize that I was finding something good and get something better. I just had to leave weightlifting and go for calisthenics,
Okay.
because calisthenics don't just build your muscles, burns fat. It also makes you able to do different intriguing skills like the handstand, the plank, and it's very interesting. Like, I mean, when you do it outside, people tend to watch you and be like, wow, that's cool stuff. So
Okay, that's quite interesting. So based on that now, you said it is something that many people are now realizing that we need to um get fit and stay
healthy,
healthy.
yeah, yeah.
So just a side question, why do you think that is now being popular? What do you think? Do you think it's because of the influencers, or do you think it's because of
I think
realization from
I think
individuals?
the influencers have their role they are playing, and also different conditions. For example, the influencers have their role. It's a way of motivating people and to do what they do, the influencers in particular. And for example, people get to realize that there are some medical conditions that they are not supposed to have due to the negligence. For example, the diabetes, the all these type of diseases that it's not necessary for it to happen to you. For example, if you are exercising and having diet right, you eat normal calories and you burn it out, you maintain the balance of sugar in your blood and stuff like that, you would do away with these diseases
Yes.
and it wouldn't even bother coming to you at all. And you having a built heart rate already, and normal athlete, that it is very functional for you due to the fact that when shock comes and anything that can
Your
alter,
body is ready
your
for
body
it.
is ready for it.
And I think I actually experienced that personally, because
Okay.
I could say I'm asthmatic.
Okay.
So, but there was one particular day like that I was, feeling I couldn't breathe well. So I was saying, let me just sit down and rest. But then that thought just came that no, don't rest, do push up. Then I got down, I did the first 50. I almost died. Then I said, no, let me do the next one. By the time I finished the next set, I was like, was there anything doing me before? So I
Exactly.
think it actually increased my lung capacity over the years, and so far so good. I've seen the effect of having great exercise and great routine. So now, talking about routine, I would like to, nowadays many people, the excuse now is that I don't have time, I'm busy, I have a 9 to 5 that I'm working on, I have so many projects, I'm going to school, that's why I can exercise. So they'll be like, okay, let me finish school, I'll first go and exercise for 8 months. So what do you say to that? Should you like make a time that, okay, this is when, once I'm done with this, I'll focus on exercising for the next 3 months? Or should it be part of our daily routine? Like, okay, probably after subhi, you wake up, you do some. After zoo, you wake up, you do some. So what do you think it should, or how do you think we can fit in exercise with our busy schedules?
I think there's two ways you can do that, which would make it easy for you. Number one is time management. You need to like know that fitness is important and you need to fix it among your daily routine. For example, you won't neglect eating in a day because it
Definitely,
is necessary.
definitely.
It's the if you also see fitness as something very necessary, you add it into your daily routine. And if it is just 20 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, you fix it somewhere and you are doing it every day, it would have an impact or effect that it's taking on you. So I think people can add that to their daily routine. It's not necessary for you to train 3 hours, 4 hours, 1 hour, even if it is just 20 minutes. Make sure you are showing up every day to do that little 20 minutes. It has the functioning it will be carrying out in your body. And for example, people like me, what I do is I attach fitness to my daily routine, my everyday lifestyle. I could be cooking,
Next
doing
thing, you are doing
push-ups. I
planks.
could be doing, I add it. For example, whenever I'm going to school, I do jogging to school, do jogging back home. I already, that way, I transport myself to school and I also get
The reward
the
of the
reward
exercise.
of the exercise.
So two
So
wins.
exactly. And back in the day when I was working at the park, whenever I'm about to go and stock something up, I just find one corner. I do my push-ups. The passion was there, so and I keep getting the gains. So I think that's beautiful way people can make it part of their daily lifestyle.
There are some common misunderstanding which about being healthy. And one thing I first want to ask is because I've seen someone made that statement. He said that you can be fat and be fit. So I want to know if that is a possibility, or have you experienced anyone probably that you trained before and was, kind of chubby but was still fit, or what do you think about that?
Um, what I think about is that firstly we need to know what being fit means or fitness means, and we'll now know if being fat would make you healthy or not. For example, I took a course in 300 level. It is animal nutrition, and there was this part of this course where we were taught that how we can distinguish between someone who is fit and the unfit. It is said that when the fat content or when the fat mass of your body is greater than the non-fat mass of your body, this organism or person is said to be unhealthy. But when the non-fat mass is greater than the fat mass, this person is said to be healthy. So we need to understand that this particular saying that when the show you get. So talking about someone can be fat and fit. It depends on if the fat content is greater than the non-fat content, and if the person is showing up for exercises. But excessive fat is not good in the body. We need to realize that everything about this body needs to be maintained,
Maintain
not too much and not too
small.
small. Exactly. For example, sugar content in your body must not be too high. If it's too high, you are prone to diabetes. If it is too short, you are prone to something else.
The sugar levels.
Exactly. It needs to be maintained. The fat, the water content, the salt content, and that's why your body is carrying out osmoregulation, insulin is converting, glucagon is converting, and all these things are in balance. So we need to come to the realization of
Okay.
that.
So
So
just a joke question. You
okay,
said everything has to be in balance.
in balance,
In
yeah,
balance, yeah. So you have to have not too much fat, not too much.
exactly.
So the
Okay,
question now is, can you have too much muscles?
too much muscles. That question, but that question to answer that, what I'll say to that is that we're told to build more muscle because after the age of 30, your
You,
body starts to lose muscles and you
mm,
need to build. We can get to the realization of that looking at popular public figures like Arnold Schwarzenegger, the Sylvester Stallone. When they were in their prime, in their 20s, they
definitely.
were
They were
very
very
big and
big,
massive.
like, but
Now look
now
at them now, they are in their 60s, 70s. Their muscle mass is
assume
getting exactly coming down. So we need to build more muscles as much as possible, but we need to, you know,
balance it up.
exactly.
But now that we are in the era of pot belly and pot belly, sugar daddy. So What do you have to say to that? You know, many people actually think that it's better to have a pot belly, or I don't know. Some people feel like that. Oh,
That mentality, I would say,
because I was talking to some ladies and they were like, they prefer someone with pot belly. Pot belly, see, as how
we need to get to realize that someone with the pot belly is unhealthy before, because even if you like it, it's like you telling me that you like me for my bad habits. Should I keep making more bad habits? No.
no.
So if you don't like me the way I'm fit and cool, you just have to walk away, go look for your man. But pot belly, I say, is not good because it is as a result of you being unhealthy, eating anything you like, and as a result, you get the pot belly.
So, and even there is this saying of one of the popular Islamic scholar Ibn Rajab that said that if you are pot bellied, that means you are like a disabled person.
Exactly.
And actually, that eats me up. Although I've never been pot bellied, but that eats me that
I too have never been pot bellied.
I don't even want to experience
like try to imagine yourself having a pot belly. Oh, no.
It doesn't go that way.
Exactly.
So I think that's very interesting. So I would like us to play a simple game. It's a very simple one, actually.
Okay.
So is the game this or that?
This or that?
Yes, this or that.
Wow.
So basically, I know I'm a fan of fighting. I know you are in love of boxing and things
yeah,
like
so
that.
I like combative sport. I'm in love with combative
I've
sport.
seen you do some one or two, so I'm pretty sure I'm not in your weight level, so we cannot even have that cost to fight.
We can train together, though.
No, I don't want to take that risk. So the game is this or that, and basically I would mention the name of an MMA artist or a boxer, two names, and then you will choose between one. So you are going to choose the one that you prefer most.
Okay, sure.
So let's start. So Hamzat or Israel?
I'll choose Israel Adesanya because I'm more familiar with Israel Adesanya, and the way he fights, the way he brings his culture from Nigeria to everywhere that he fights, even though he can't even speak the Yoruba fluent, he just be like, all that business. So it's quite interesting. So I'll go for Israel Adesanya.
Yeah, actually, I've watched his fight, and I think what I just say about his fight is it makes use of the advantages he has, which is the reach, the leg, the long thing. So I think I actually respect him a lot too. Okay, so Israel or Joshua? That's a tough.
I'll go for Anthony
They are
Joshua.
both Nigerians.
Exactly, I'll go for Anthony Joshua. I've liked Anthony Joshua right from the beginning, and his boxing style, though, is not a very, to me, it's not a very skillful boxer, but he's known as the baddest finisher because of that his punch. He knocks you out. So I like Joshua, so I'll go for Joshua.
Okay, so that's Joshua or Francis?
Francis Ngannou.
Ngannou.
Joshua for life. I mean, Joshua knocked Francis Ngannou out in the second round. Like, he would have even knocked him out in the first round. God saved him.
I actually felt that fight was a bit bizarre. I expected more from Francis than what I saw.
What actually happened is that everybody has their own perspective on the fight, but I think Francis too was quite overconfident in the sense that he feels the level of stand he already had in MMA would push him through, and the level he went through with Tyson Fury and boxing style are different.
Definitely.
Though Tyson might be able to beat Joshua, but that doesn't mean someone else will beat him. So, though I respect Ngannou, considering his humble beginning, and for someone from that kind of background travel all the way, crossing border, sleeping homeless, and make his way to the top. He got my respect, but then I have to choose who I like more, which is Joshua.
Okay, then Joshua or Tyson Fury?
I mean, I like Joshua than Tyson Fury.
Oh.
I like Joshua than Tyson.
Is it because he's more fit?
Joshua, it is part of the qualities he have. I mean, out of all the heavyweight boxers that I know, he's the one that still have a better, more well-defined structure.
Actually.
Out of those that I know. If you look at Andy Ruiz, just have a big belly. But then, I like Joshua.
Even Tyson do jokes where he said, I'm fat. So, okay. So, Joshua or Alexander?
Joshua can't take this sport. Alexander for life. Alexander for life. His boxing style is very skillful, and the fact that he's unbeaten, he earned my respect. And in a fight, after he beat Joshua for the first time, and Joshua had to go train again, and he was he came back again, and Alexander still beat him. Though Alexander commended him for his strength and power, but he wasn't skillful enough. And Joshua admitted, he said the only thing that Alexander used in winning is the fact that Alexander is quite skillful. The dodge, the everything, and it do last long on fight.
Okay, Alexander, let's compare with Alexander or Manny Pacquiao.
I mean, Manny Pacquiao is quite a legend, living legend. But I respect Manny Pacquiao, but Alexander still tops the table. Yeah.
Alexander or Mayweather?
Alexander for sure. Alexander for sure. No Mayweather.
Okay. Alexander or Khabeeb?
Well, I would choose. It is quite hard to choose over here because I like both, and both are unbeaten. For a mere fact that someone is unbeaten, they do deserve my respect because it's not so easy. You know, you have so many people that want to break that record, but you still stand still and you make your ground. So I choose Khabib, not for the fact that he's better than Alexander, but for the fact that he has his faith on, he propagates his faith, he promotes his faith anywhere, wherever he goes. So Khabib, I choose Khabib over Alexander Usyk.
So you pick Khabib over Alexander?
Right? Yeah, Khabib.
Okay,
Khabib.
so Khabib or Mike Tyson?
I mean, both are Muslims.
Both are ferocious fighters.
Mike Tyson, Iron Mike. My respect for him.
Right.
But considering the fight he fought, other qualities, I would choose Mike Tyson. But due to the fact that Khabib, I like his personality. I like the way he propagates the faith more. I choose Khabib overall.
You choose Khabib?
Yeah.
Wow. I think it's no doubt that Khabib is more orthodox than Mike Tyson. We can't deny that. And the way he also portrays, many people don't even know Mike Tyson's Islamic name.
Exactly. Even I don't know it's the Islamic name, but I know
Malik Abdulaziz.
Since Subhanallah. But I knew that he already reverted, but I never knew Malik what?
Malik Aziz.
Malik Aziz, mashallah.
So now down to the last choose that you're going to choose. So it's between Khabib and Muhammad Ali.
Subhanallah. I never knew Muhammad Ali would be on this list, but Khabib and Muhammad Ali. I would go for Muhammad Ali because it's the greatest of all time in the fight. So I mean, he reverted with so many challenges. He kept on propagating the faith. his fight energy on and everything. I just like him. And even if you ask Khabeeb himself, he's still going to choose Muhammad Ali.
He's an inspiration for many fighters. Even Tyson himself just says that he sees Muhammad Ali as an inspiration. And there was even this show that I watched where both of them met in the early 2000s, and the question was put at Muhammad Ali that if Muhammad Ali,
yeah, I think I avoid this show.
Fought, who's going to win? And Ali was like, no, give it to Tyson. And Tyson was, no,
not at all.
Can you compare me to no?
Imagine the footwork, the dodges and everything. Imagine. It's very
the way
intriguing.
His body is even strong. His body, I don't think he have that structure like Muhammad
exactly.
Ali,
you would wonder how this guy is beating everyone.
Exactly. It's because even George Foreman. Have you watched the fight between him and George
exactly.
Foreman? Because he's known as the most powerful puncher.
George Foreman. But I think Muhammad Ali doesn't quite believe in strong punches. He believes in speed.
In multiple punches.
Exactly. Making the punches work. He has this popular saying, bounce like a butterfly, sting like a bee or something like that. So
it's poetic verses too. They are very, very interesting.
Sincerely.
So with that we've come to the end of the game, and Muhammad Ali still stands as the greatest of all time. And just one last question before we come to a small contest that we're going to have. What are some of the misunderstandings in the current world regarding health and fitness, or gymming, or gymnastics, or anything, or calisthenics that you think needs to be clear out for people?
I think one of the basic challenges or misconceptions we might have is the fact that people tend to believe that without lifting weight or eating the gym, you can't be fit or you can't build muscles, which is wrong, which is not right. You don't actually need a weight before you can build muscles or be fit, though it is very important. But regardless of you having weight or not, you can still train. And there you go, calisthenics. You don't need any equipment. For example, there's this popular saying that I normally say to myself, because as I am, if you see me lifting weight, it's just for fun. Maybe but I never use weight to build muscles. I've never done it. Though I still have it in mind that maybe in future I would add weight training to my training, because I would love to add heavyweight lifting, just like the ones this guy do. What's his name? Anatoly. So I like something like that. So but there's this saying I normally say that I am the gym. My body is my tool and my mind my greatest strength. I'm the gym in the sense that no matter where I go, being at home, at school, anywhere, I just drop down, do my push-up, drop down, do my sit. I can do my exercises anywhere. My body is my tool. I need my body to do it. I use my hand, my legs, do the push-ups, and my mind is my greatest strength. When my mind believes I can do this, I can do it. So I just need myself to do this. So it's not necessary you have a weight. You can start training anytime. So you can practice calisthenics. So this, I feel, it is one important misconception people need to understand, that you don't necessarily need weightlifting to build muscles and overall fitness.
And I personally believe, although it's a personal belief, I believe you should actually start with calisthenics.
Exactly. You need to master your own body weight before lifting external weight. You need to be able to at least jogging, running, doing push-ups, at least being able to control your own body weight.
Exactly.
And you get to realize that it is not the big body that is the strength or the power. You get to realize calisthenic athletes winning weightlifters in certain exercises, and be like, this guy is small, how is he winning this guy?
Would you like to tell your occurrence when you went to the new gym, the Buckingham gym?
Sincerely.
And you actually beat everybody there with...
Exactly. Well, we actually had this arm wrestle challenge.
Everybody. Wow.
And I was like, though I knew I was strong, but on getting there, I saw people with big hands, big legs, and I'd be like, do I even stand a chance with these guys? Though I know that there are certain areas that I can win, but then it
Didn't
is
expect to beat all
so
of
when
them.
we just started the challenge, they gave me a challenger. We picked and we checked our weight before doing so.
Oh, you checked with.
Exactly, we checked weight. But I was being given the toughest challenger. Well, I was weighing 81 at the time, and the first person that they will give me is even close to my weight, and the second person was like 88. He is far way than me. But then I was even scared that because I was like, I don't like losing. I don't like losing. I'd rather not take the challenge. But when the challenge come, I must still do it to prove myself. So, but then, Alhamdulillah, we did the arm wrestle. The first challenger, I won him. It was even very soft. It was not even. It was not challenging. The challenge was not challenging. The second one come. I knock him out and he was like, no, he did not believe that he has to do it with me again. He came again still. And the third one, that's the person that I even thought that would win me, but then it's just so. And people just come to me and be like, how am I doing it? They now start to look at my hand, what is special in my hand? But then I think it's the strength training and me, the mastery of my body weight itself, putting all the tension, the handstand push-up, the planche, and the shoulder and everything. I believe that could have been the case.
Calisthenics actually makes, I'm talking from my own experience because I also do some little bit of calisthenics, push-ups, plank, and some other things. So, and one thing I see, because I recently got like dumbbells.
Yeah.
I saw that when I do push-ups, for example, if I do 50 push-ups, I might not feel much difference. But when I just carry dumbbells like 5 times, I'll feel the thing becoming bulkier. So I believe like calisthenics do more of internal. I'm just saying from my own experience.
This is what actually happened. This is what actually happened. Perhaps you might have been doing the push-ups before way long, so you must have mastered it. Then you've broken your limit over time, so you can resist more push-up. But then in weightlifting, you just need to have the particular weight that is necessary. If you carry 10 kg, if you feel it's not enough, you can just carry 15 and you do just 5 reps. You feel the intensity. Weight is a way of like it fasts the process. While push-up, you have to break that limit that if you are doing BV, you have to do more.
And that will actually take more time.
Exactly, it will take more time. So these are some of the things that is quite challenging because you want to do push-ups now. If you are focusing basically on aesthetics body, you want to do push-ups now, you have to do up to 500, 1000 before you have the gains. But then you can just lift 20 kg, 40 kg in just 5 reps and you have that gains. But then we need to get to realize that the endurance, the resistance you'll be getting from doing longer term of push-up and the weight. Exactly. So I think it is too different. And exactly. And for example, if you are doing push-ups, I can recommend, if you are doing push-ups and you need to do a longer amount of reps like 50, 100 before you start to feel the tension in your muscle, you can actually get a weighted vest. A weighted vest will put more tension on your arm and you will not have to do up to that amount again and you get the gains. In that way, if you build strength over time, perhaps you get a weighted vest of 20 kg and when at the time you are only able to do 10 reps. You keep on doing it, it's increased to 20, 30, 40, 50. You know that whenever you take off the vest, you are a beast.
Just be like you're just going.
Exactly, because it has already mastered you. And these are what we call strength training. It is actually called weighted calisthenics. And I like that a lot too.
I think I'm going to look into that.
I'll also venture into weighted calisthenics. It's just that it's time. I'll venture very well into it.
Okay, so I think with that, we've come to the end of the question. So I would like us to have simple push-up context.
Between me and you?
I know you're going to beat me.
No, you can't say you know I'm going to beat you.
I'm sure about that, but
No.
we can have it, right?
Of course. Yeah. But it's possible you do when you do. This is what we do. On my count, you follow me rhythmically. Count 1, go, we come 2. So let me just take this off.
Let me talk, man.
Now let's go on 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. Let's go. 40. Let's go. 41. Let's go. Oh, you can do. Come on. You can go. Let's go. 41.
Wow.
That was nice.
That was nice. Wow, 40 push-ups. I'm a strong man. Wow, that's...
You actually tried, though. You tried. I mean, you got me. Exactly.
I make Tello gasp. No.
Kidding, right?
So I think it's really nice having you. And it was really a great conversation, and I was able to learn more about calisthenics and bodybuilding.
It's quite an honor for me to be here, and thanks for having me here. And it's really nice, beautiful way to share the little knowledge I have about fitness, bodybuilding, calisthenics in general to the world. So let's just engage fitness and calisthenics, bodybuilding, just fitness in general, in having a beautiful and healthy lifestyle practice. So that's beautiful.
So you hear that? Make sure you keep fit.
Stay strong.
And stay strong. I just resumed my workout, and I was almost getting pot-bellied. You get. So when I started the first day, I timed myself. I was doing 100 push-ups.
In
the morning.
Okay, in the morning.
I would do 50 rest and 50 again. Then 100 push-ups. After that, I do 100 push-ups, 50 sit-ups, right? Yeah, no, 30 sit-ups and 50 squats. So I do that. So the first Monday, I did 26 minutes because I timed myself.
Okay, for the whole exercise.
For
morning only alone,
for morning only. The next day, I did. The next day, because it was the first day I did 22 or 24. There about 22 or 24
minutes.
The second day I did 26. The first time you do it, your body wouldn't. So it has rest here. It has had so much rest, so it was not used to that kind of rigorous exercise again. Then the third day, I did 19. Then
the body will start to pain.
Exactly.
The body will start to be paining you. All that.
Exactly. The first 2 days I experienced that pain, but the second, the fifth, fourth day, I started doing 14 minutes, and the pain, I was not even feeling much pain.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to share.
Like the time is reducing.
About the movement. So I think with this we've come to the end, and I think it was a pleasure. It was an absolute pleasure having you here and discussing about your experience with bodybuilding, with calisthenics, and how you've gone so far, and all your experiences that you've shared with us. I would really love to have you again some other time.
It is actually an honor for me to be here, and Thanks for having me here, and it's quite an honor and opportunity for me to share my knowledge, the little knowledge I have about calisthenics, bodybuilding, and fitness in general to the world, and in a way motivate or inspire them to do more and do better, and engaging fitness and wellness and good diet as an healthy lifestyle practice. So thank you very much for having me here.
So guys, see you in the next one. Assalamu alaikum.
Wow.